Jake Meyers back, still going back near the wall. What a catch by Jake! He's done it again! Jake robbed Byron Buxton, and now he takes one away from Riley Green.
Jake going back and taking away some extra bases. He had to turn around over his right shoulder to into his left shoulder and then leaped up and made the play, and he is pumped.
Neal takes off, and this one towering high in the air toward right center. Ciani as far as he can go, and the wall won't get it. Devers has homered in his 5th straight game. So Devers ties a franchise record with a homer in his 5th consecutive game for the Red Sox. His hitting streak will be extended to 9 games. Holy moly.
How long does this go? When with a kid like this, you just never know.
Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Back in St. Louis, top 5 time. Kiermaier leads off against Michaelis. Swings through the first pitch. The Dodgers trailing 3-2. Kiermaier 1 for 1 with an RBI single. Made it 2-0 in the second.
The way he roams center field, now contributing with the lumber, it was a great acquisition.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Now 5 for his last 11 in a Dodger uniform is Kiermaier. That's going to hang up for Walker. Dave Roberts said last week it's not too early to start scoreboard watching, especially with the lead in the division down to 2 entering tonight. In Tampa Bay, the Rays scored 3 times. Closer Pete Fairbanks with 2 out. Corbin Carroll hit a game-tying 2-run homer, so it's now 4-4. The Rays can still walk it off. Strike 1 to Kike Hernandez. In Colorado, the Rockies scored 4 against the Padres in the first, but San Diego punched right back with 2 in the second.
That game could end up 15-14.
At Coors Field, everything's on the table.
It's going to be a higher score than football exhibition games.
And the Dodgers have to take care of business here. And they have work to do, trailing by 1.
As a starting pitcher on the bench, a lot of times you concentrate on your game, but you also are looking at the scoreboard. And there are guys on your team that are playing or maybe not playing that they either don't want to know or do want to know. And you got to know the difference, because you can really make people mad if you go one way or the other and you're going the wrong way.
From where the Dodgers sit and stand, the third base dugout, if they're looking straight out at the field, it's the right field scoreboard that has the out of town scoreboard, the right field video board, I should say.
The way Clayton Kershaw and Freddie Freeman were looking, looked like they were looking up at it.
Another 0-2 pitch to Kike Hernandez. Fastball upstairs. Comes pitch number 80 from Miles Michaelis. Kike waves at strike 3. So the strikeout stuff has been there for the St. Louis righty.
You know, some of it has been swing and miss, like this pitch, slow curveball with some good bite. And other times it's been the benefit of the doubt from the umpire, having some large corners or him hitting them exactly right on the corner.
This is a sight for sore eyes for St. Louis fans, seeing this kind of effort from a starting pitcher. It's been a rarity of late. Shohei holds up on a pitch outside. It's called strike 1 against him.
Strongest part of their team has been their bullpen, and you can't get to a good bullpen without decent starting pitching and decent offense, and they haven't had either of those.
They were just swept in Cincinnati. They've lost 4 in a row. But in the Red Series specifically, Red starters gave up 17 runs in 15 2/3 innings. Breaking ball nearly got the back foot of Ohtani. It's 2-1. Shohei struck out swinging, leading off the game. Fly to left. Charging in Tommy Pham. And that does it for the top of the 5th. Michael is up to a season high with 7 Ks.
Castillo in his second major league game. It's a fly ball to right field, and he's the first player in Diamondbacks history whose first career home run is a walk-off winner. Diamondbacks win it. Unbelievable. His second big league game. That's his 3rd hit tonight. His first major league home run is a walk-off winner.
He can put it on a tee.
He's so strong with his hands. He's got a great foundation.
Look how loosey-goosey Junior he is with his hands. Well,
And there's an absolute launch. Big number being put up by, say, Oscar Hernandez of the Dodgers.
14.
Good for him. 14's a big number, guys.
That's the one.
Oscar Hernandez is your 2024 Home Run Derby champ.
Now chance of your Jackson Holiday. He's gone 0 for 2 in his first game back with the Orioles.
Holiday drills in right field, down the line, grand slam, the happiest of holidays. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, Jackson is here.
The first Major League homer for Jackson Holiday. It's a grand slam.
Here's the payoff. A high rising drive. This is blasted out of here. Watch out all the way up top. Cal Raleigh with a
Yamamoto pitched a 1-inning simulated game. Nick Ahmed, Kevin Kiermaier were involved. He came out of it feeling good. Only 17 pitches. The next step for Yamamoto is to throw 2 more simulated games, and then he said the Dodgers and himself will have a conversation on whether or not he goes out on a rehab assignment or just rejoins the Dodger rotation.
Well, thanks for that update, DV. Yeah, there was, first of all, a high fly ball off the bat of Pages, and another home run from St. Louis tonight. Pedro Pages starts the bottom of the 5th with his 3rd home run of the year. And it's now 4-2 Cardinals.
Breaking ball that he gets out in front of. Yeah, it's just kind of laying up there. Cardinals backup catcher does not miss it. Known for framing and less for offense, but he hit that one a long way.
Wesky bounces back with strike 1 to Victor Scott. Right before that home run was hit, Michael Grove got up in the Dodger bullpen. Wrobleski about to throw his 70th pitch of the night. Still nobody out in the bottom of the 5th. Three Ks for Wrobleski.
Little slide piece gets that 3rd K. It's going to help us get towards Jumbo Jacks.
Yeah, 4 more to go. Get 7 and get you a free Jumbo Jack tomorrow in Los Angeles after you buy a large drink. 3rd time through the order begins with Mason Wynn. He's reached twice. Walked in the 1st. Homered in the 3rd. He's up 2 batters after Pages launched one 462 feet. It's the longest home run that Busch Stadium has seen all season long. Longest by any Cardinal hitter by 17 feet.
That's saying something with Arenado and Goldschmidt in your lineup. And Contreras.
That one did not need any help from the wind.
No. It was struck properly. And he supplied a lot of the power. That was a breaking ball he hit.
It's 2-2 to win. Fastball upstairs. Popped up on the infield. Just in foul ground is Freddie. Now the 0 for 2 DH, Wilson Contreras. Romo busts him in.
You can see the Cardinals are anticipating the fastball up and into their righties, but Will Smith sitting way inside to make sure if you're coming in there, we're going to get it off the plate. That one he missed with, but still got away with.
0-2.
Upper 20% in the big leagues as far as the spin rate on that four-seamer. Upper 30% as far as the velocity.
Grounded to Rojas. Gobbles it up. After giving up the leadoff home run to Pages, Wroblewski retires the next 3 in order, but it's now 4-2 St. Louis.
Well hit deep right. The power of De La Cruz. 4 extra base hits. He just crushed his second homer of the game. What a souvenir. Reds get one back in a big way. His 3rd career multi-home run game.
And now he hits a high drive left center field. And jumping at the wall and making the catch is Dalton Varsho. Holy cow!
Dalton Varsho with absolute robbery at the left field wall. Rodriguez takes his cap and points out to the left fielder. 1 down.
And he's going. The throw down is late. The Atlanta Braves career stolen base record belongs to Ronald Acuna Jr. That's number 190.
I'm wondering if he knows he's in a pretty deep conversation over there, and the fans giving him the ovation that he deserves, almost if someone told him, hey man, take a look at the big board. You are now the boss of stolen bases here in Atlanta.
On Fox's Baseball Night in America, so be sure to tune in at 4 p.m. See the Dodgers and Cardinals on Fox. Look at it. That guy wants to see you.
I promise that's not a relative.
How much did you pay him then?
Oh, come on.
I'm kidding. It'll be Jason Benetti, Adam Wainwright, and Ken Rosenthal on the broadcast tomorrow. Dodgers going to try and come back here in game 1. Mookie Betts lifted to left toward the Dodger bullpen, and that'll help the comeback efforts. For a guy who just came back off the injured list, his 2nd home run since then, 12 on the season for Mookie. It's now 4-3.
It's an up pitch that he doesn't miss. He's a short, compact, powerful swing, and who makes the catch out there? I think I saw shin guards.
Now Freddie goes after the first pitch to left center. Scott with a little bunny hop on the track makes the grab. The Dodgers within one. Another home run tonight.
Lux with a home run, Mookie with the home run. Michaelis on the mound, though, has had the strikeout pitch going and he's used all different pitches to get different guys. Has not gotten Teoscar so far. A couple of ground outs for Teoscar.
The home run from Betts snapped a streak where Michaelis had retired 11 Dodgers in a row. It's the 5th combined home run tonight between these two clubs. Actually a really lovely evening here at Busch Stadium. Temps in the low 80s, not as humid as it was last night when the team arrived in St. Louis, that's for sure. Good crowds expected throughout this weekend set. A 1-2 pitch to Teo. Pushed it foul down the right side.
You remember with Mookie, he started out really hot at the beginning of the year. Home run every 6 at bats. Then he went into kind of a lull, home run every 50 at bats or so. But since coming off the IL, he is back to raking and hitting it a long way, which you would worry about with a broken bone. I mean, he's hitting a home run almost every 15 at bats right now.
And when you miss 45 games like Mookie did, some folks might forget just how great he was to start the year. Chopper to third. Arenado just beats Teo. Good hustle from Hernandez down the line.
Yeah, that was about a half a step. I think the final stride is in the air as Arenado gloves this. Takes a little bit of time, but you better use the bazooka to get him. Yeah, it's just over the bag, but he's out. Inches.
Two out, nobody on. Here's Gavin Lux for a third time. He's homered and struck out. In the Cardinal pen, a couple of righties. Kittredge and Fernandez starting to loosen. 3-0-2. Quick update from Tampa Bay. The Rays did walk off the Diamondbacks.
Oh, yeah.
Former Dodger Johnny DeLuca scored the winning run. So 5-4 Rays win. Two-strike pitch grounded up the middle. Second hit of the night for Gavin Lux. Keeps the top of the 6th going.
Gavin finds a hole, doesn't hit this one nearly as hard as his home run, of course, but 5 hops finds the outfield grass.
How do you feel about a big swing from Will Smith one time?
We'd need to see it. He needs it more than we do, but boy, that would be awesome right now to put the Dodgers on top and have the catcher start to get hot again. It has been a long cold streak for this young man.
Strike one at the top of the zone. He struck out twice tonight on a 5-game on base streak into this series. 6 for his last 20 now. Got the outside corner, 1-2. Michaelis checking on Lux. Just solidified his 4th multi-hit game in his last 11. 2-out base hit in front of Smith, who has 1 ball and 2 strikes against him. Bouncer up the middle. Wynn to his left makes the play, but he does not have a throw to make. So the last 2 have reached here in the 6th.
They were playing Will Smith severely to pull on the ground, and so it was a long route to get to that ball. And by the time they got there, Gavin Lux, you weren't going to get the force at second, and you weren't going to get Will Smith the way he was hustling down the line. So Will Smith will take the infield single, and you can see that catcher can run.
Back-to-back 2-out singles for Lux and Smith. It forces a pitching change for Ollie Marmol. After 100 pitches, the Friday night for Miles Michaelis is done. 2 on, 2 out in the top of the 6th. The Dodgers within 1.
One life meets others, and those encounters lead to a new world. Someone out there is waiting for you.
The Phillies than anybody else. That one's out to left. That's pretty well hit. Hernandez is going back on the run out to the scoreboard, and it is gone. Swinging a hot shot out toward right center field. That's got a chance. It is gone. Out to center field. That one's well hit. Going back as Pages. It is gone. He's hit one to left. He's hit one to right. And now he hits one to center field.
Work against Juan Soto. Soto hammers this to right field and gone. A solo shot from Juan Soto, his 10th of the year, and we are all tied up. And this is belted and deep and way gone. Wow. First multi-home run game with the Yankees, 18th of his career.
Hey, Jordan hits one high, hits one deep. In Mexico, it's gone for a 2-run home run. The big man makes it a 3-2 game.
Net LA is brought to you by Nissan. Save big before summer ends and the Nissan end of summer sales event. Don't want the 6th inning to end just yet. Dodgers have 2 on, but 2 out. So Ollie Marmol calling upon Andrew Kittredge.
It's the strength of the Cardinal team, and this man right here leads the National League in holds with 30.
Dodgers looking for some more contact, like Miggy Rowe in this spot. Ball 1. Rojas doubled in the 2nd, extending his hitting streak to 8 games. Dodgers trailing 4-3. Betts led off this inning with his 12th homer of the year. Rojas chases strike 1.
Miggy's been clutch for the Dodgers. Kittredge has not always been at its best with inherited runners. 18 inherited runners, 8 have scored. Kind of an odd stat for a guy leading the National League in holds.
Rojas dumps one into right center field. Here comes Gavin. Miggy Rowe with the contact we were talking about ties the game at 4.
Boy, did he just use a BP swing here. Just some loose hands, just trying to flick it to the opposite field. Gets underneath the ball just enough to hit a nice solid line drive. You just see the real loose hands right there. Accurate bat, just a lot of flex in that swing. Gets the bat on plane perfectly and just launches it down out there to right field. Beautiful.
And as you mentioned earlier, this catcher can run. Will Smith went from first to third, so now the go-ahead run 90 feet away. Another 2-out RBI for the Dodgers, the best 2-out offense in the majors since July 12th. Rojas running for second. No throw from Pages. So 2 in scoring position for KK.
Dodgers would have tried to work a double steal right there if the Cardinals would have thrown through, but they let the Dodgers just take the bag.
down, 1-1. Kiermaier lifts a fly ball to right field. Walker on the run, carrying back to the track, and it's gone! Okay, KK. A 3-run homer for Kevin Kiermaier. And like that, the Dodgers lead.
You see this kind of pop from him in batting practice, but in the game it looks like it's more of a contact swing trying to hit line drives. But this one, it's a line drive that he slightly gets under, and boy, hits this out to right center. There's some pop right there. That is just perfect trajectory, and he knew it leaving the box. You don't know it leaving the box unless you know you've done that a lot in batting practice.
Fair ball because it was fielded by Arenado, and Kike's going to reach.
AIA Health X at walang 67 na nasa discount plan ni Dari hidup sehat mo. AIA Health.
Fair. Dodgers right now are on a roll.
You go from 2 out, nobody on. And the last 5 have reached.
Just a little chopper. Nolan Arenado turns these into outs, and all the time both umpires had it as a fair ball.
Scored an infield single for Kike. So 5 straight hits. The biggest, though, Kevin Kiermaier with his first home run since July 14th. The pitching change didn't work for Oli Marmol or the Cardinals, so he's going to make another. Top of the 6th, still rolling. Dodgers lead 7-4.
The Phillies than anybody else. That one's out to left. That's pretty well hit. Hernandez is going back on the run out to the scoreboard, and it is gone! Swinging a hot shot out toward right center field. That's got a chance. It is gone! Out to center field. That one's well hit. Going back as Pages. It is gone! He's hit one to left. He's hit one to right. And now he hits one to center field.
This will be the 7th pitch to Langford. And he hammers that ball deep out to left. Gone! The Langford grand slam is open it up for the Rangers. 6-0.
Man, he fouled off pitch after pitch. He got the one he wanted. He knew he got it right away. We're starting to see this career take off.
Langoliers to left center. Deep. Back goes Martin, and he'll jump in. Martin pulled it back. Austin Martin caught that ball. Austin Martin caught that ball, and this is going to be a double play. Look at him go up and rob Langoliers of a game-tying home run.
That is every outfielder's dream right there. Austin Martin hasn't played a ton of center field, but man, did he look good on that one.
St. Louis goes to the left-hander, Matthew Liberatore. Dodgers about to send their 9th to the plate here in the top of the 6th. It will be Shohei Ohtani with Kike Hernandez on first.
Liberatore does not have reverse splits. He's really tough against left-handers. Low 500 OPS. Righties, though, rake him at an all-star level.
Shohei couldn't get to Miles Michaelis. He was 0 for 3 with a strikeout. And the pitch clock is above 30 seconds right now, so all parties waiting for that to tick down a little bit. So quick recap. Mookie Betts led off the 6th inning. Hit a home run into the Dodger bullpen to make it a 4-3 game. And St. Louis got the next 2, Freeman and Hernandez. So 2 out, nobody on. And 5 straight hits and 4 more runs. Ball one upstairs to Ohtani. Big swing, big miss for Show. 1-1.
Like two of the same pitches. The first one kind of a hanger. This one a little sharper break, but Shohei, recognizing the spin, just missed it.
Strike two at the knees.
Now the heater. Now you're officially looking for anything.
The 1-2. Down and away. Ohtani, it's a ground ball off the mound up the middle, fielded by Wynn. His throw was a little high to Goldschmidt, but in time to get Shohei. The Dodgers bat around and batter the St. Louis staff. A 5 spot in the 6th to take a 3-run lead.
One-two. High fly ball. Deep center field. Meadows is there! Parker Meadows thieves a home run from Raleigh. He planted, he jumped, and he made himself into a poster.
Oh, 6'5". Look at this.
There it is, and this ball's hit a long way to right center field. And Goyo leaps.
He got it.
He made the catch.
He got it.
He made the catch. Are you kidding me? You won't see better. What a play by the Gold Glover, Brent Doyle.
Timed it perfectly, jumped and stole it.
You got to be kidding me. This is unbelievable.
And it literally was just a century of working on the field that led to the crowd. Here's a high drive to deep right field, and Brendan Donovan, an Alabama native, crushes a home run. He is the first Alabama player to play in an American League, National League, Major League game here at Rickwood Field. And how about him going deep?
There will be moments in this game that are moments in regular season games that won't have as big a meaning. I guarantee you, he won't forget that home run here at this field.
Educator Sweepstakes. 8 winners will receive a $50 gift certificate from Shakey's Pizza, of course, plus a teaching kit. Enter online at spectrumeducator.com.
Michael Grove comes out of the bullpen. The Dodgers now ahead of the Cardinals 7-4, a 5-run 6th. The ball is flying out all over Busch Stadium tonight.
6 total home runs, 3 by each team. 9 of the 11 runs scored by home runs. Stay away from the long ball. You should win.
Two balls and a strike against Tommy Pham.
Tommy Pham was a hot commodity around the trade deadline. Came back home to St. Louis.
In the 3-team trade, the Dodgers and the White Sox.
Got really hot when he first came back to the Cardinals. Had a grand slam and a lot of other big hits.
All 3 downstairs. Full count for Grove against Pham.
The Cardinals are going to get back into any kind of playoff hunt. He and Arenado and Contreras and Goldie. Wynn, the rookie that's doing so well, they're going to have to get hot. That was a strike.
I mean, based on the zone we've seen up to this point, it should have been, but instead a leadoff walk for Pham.
It was caught real well by Will Smith. It was thrown real well by Michael Grove.
All right. Well,
got work to be done.
Yeah, got to buckle down. Big boys are up. Nolan Arenado, Paul Goldschmidt on deck. First pitch, line to Lux. Pham back to first in time. Back in the second inning, Paul Goldschmidt popped out to right? No. Into the Cardinal bullpen.
It was a slightly embarrassing home run trot. Kind of head dropped.
And Justin Wroblewski is probably the most surprised of anybody here in St. Louis that went out. It tied the game at 2. St. Louis scored 2 more runs, take a 4-2 lead. Dodgers got those back and then some in the top of this inning. Michael Grove trying to pitch a shutdown 6th.
So many of the Dodger young pitchers facing Arenado and Goldschmidt. You think about what they've done in their prime, because that's when you were climbing the ladder, thinking about getting to the big leagues, thinking about turning pro, and all of a sudden you're facing them. It's a different image. I remember facing Pete Rose and Mike Schmidt and Johnny Bench and all these greats that were at the end of their career, but when they walked into the batter's box, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm facing Johnny Bench. You don't really look at their batting average. You just remember what you used to watch them on TV, what they did.
And then you got to flip that switch right back as a competitor. You can't be looking at them with starry eyes.
I started looking at the ground a lot and not even looking at the hitter, just trying to find Mike Scioscia or Steve Yeager's fingers.
After a quick chat with Will Smith, Michael Grove goes to the fastball. This is low, 3-0.
I was not one to look out into the distance and then turn that into tunnel vision. I was one to create a small tunnel and then work my way to where I wanted to be looking.
Goldschmidt was taking that fastball the whole way. Grove has a strike. Tying run is on deck for the Cardinals here with 1 on 1 out in the 6th.
Bingung cari jasa logistik yang pas untuk bisnis Anda?
There was a walk in front of Goldschmidt that hurt Wroblewski and the Dodgers in the 2nd. Grove would like to avoid that fate here in the 6th. Not sure he's going to get the chance. Dave Roberts marching to the mound. Left-hander Brendan Donovan scheduled to hit. Looks like we're going to have some chess between Doc and Ollie Marmol. Pitching change for LA. 2 on 1 out. Dodgers leading 7-4.
Rookie Adrian Del Castillo in his second major league game. It's a fly ball to right field, and he's the first player in Diamondbacks history whose first career home run is a walk-off winner. Diamondbacks win it. Unbelievable. His second big league game. That's his 3rd hit tonight. His first major league home run is a walk-off winner.
Swing and a drive deep toward left. Number 2,000, a home run. Paul Goldschmidt's first career hit came in 2011 against Matt Cain. Number 1,000 against German Marquez and the Colorado Rockies 7 years ago. And tonight, July 26, 2024, number 2,000 against Kyle Finnegan. A 2-run homer. J.R. House said, hey, Stewart, come on home.
Show on an all-new Backstage Dodgers. The Dodgers acquire several players at the trade deadline, including Burbank native Jack Flaherty, who grew up rooting for the Dodgers. And three-time All-Star Matt Kemp returns to Chavez Ravine for Alumni Weekend, reconnects with former teammates, and signs a one-day contract to officially retire a Dodger. Don't miss Backstage Dodgers. That's tonight after the postgame.
It's a happy post-game show. Dodgers leading by 3. The Cardinals have the tying run at the plate, and Brendan Donovan. Anthony Banda gets the call after a long stare to second. He comes home with a fastball, and it's upstairs, ball 1. 37th appearance for the Banda Express. His ERA 2.39 in 37 2/3 innings. 40 strikeouts, 15 walks. It's 2 walks from Michael Grove that put the Cardinals in business here in the 6th.
9-8 on the corner. That was some pitch right there.
There's been some fine for the Dodger bullpen.
Really?
Gets a sword and strike 2 on a silly swing from Donovan.
One of the best relievers in the National League now, and he has been huge for the Dodgers, especially on the road. He's a road warrior. His ERA on the road is a half.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 on, 1 out. Banda delivers. Slider blown away.
He looks very fresh tonight. The ball is just jumping out of his hand.
Here's the 2-2. 98 on the fastball, but it missed the zone. Now the count's full. The rookie Jordan Walker, young slugger, in the on-deck circle. Here's the 3-2. Donovan shoots it into left field. Fan will be waved around. The throw home is late, and now it's 7-5. Another 2-strike hit for the Cardinals tonight.
It's a good piece of hitting. He's been throwing that really good breaking ball, a little bit too wide. Misses with a fastball up to get to this count, but this is a good left-on-left battle, and he does a nice job squeaking it by Kike.
It's always those leadoff walks, right, O?
Yeah, they are the free passes anywhere. When you give a runner or a 4th out in the big leagues, it really pains you.
Can't give away 90 feet, give away free outs. A reminder of that here in the bottom of the 6th. Tying runs aboard, go ahead run at the plate, still only 1 out. Slider downstairs to Walker. Cardinals only have 5 hits tonight, but 5 runs. 3 of those knocks with 2 strikes. Goldschmidt on second, Donovan on first. 1-1.
We'll change up away. Nice change of speeds right there, and change sides of the plate.
Walker waves it, strike 2. First and second, 1 out. Bonda's 1-2. Is low.
At 91-92, I think they're changeups, but they're being graded as 2-seamers, so taking about 6 miles an hour off on the 2 different fastballs.
Banda stares at Goldschmidt. Comes home to Walker. Check swing on a 98 fastball. Well above the zone. Another full count.
I said he looked fresh to the first batter, and he does, but he's got to get the spray pattern a little tighter, make the pitches more competitive.
Seen two Cardinals, both got it to full counts. Donovan single. What does Walker do? He strikes out swinging.
Really good adjustment there. He'd been taking that two-seamer to the outside corner, but here now in a 3-2 count, no room really to make it bases loaded, one out. Uses the middle of the plate, uses the change in velocity and a little bit of depth to the two-seamer to get him.
One more out to get in the sixth. Pedro Pages was 1 for 2 tonight with a homer. Here is that long ball in the 5th inning.
He supplied the power of this breaking ball, and he hits it a long way.
462 feet, the 6th longest home run at Busch Stadium in the StatCast era, which goes back to 2015. 2 on, 2 out. 2 balls, no strikes. There's Evan Phillips in the Dodger bullpen. An odd night so far in St. Louis. Game 1 of 3 between these two clubs, both trying to snap losing streaks. Bonda's 2-0 to left field. Goldschmidt coming around. Donovan running to third. Once again, it's a 1-run game.
Pages feeling very good behind the plate. Catching Michaelis doing a great job framing the ball. Hits a monster home run earlier, and now a key RBI here to pull the Cardinals within 1. Goldschmidt easily scores with that right there. Wow. 2 out on contact. Plates the run. Still 1st and 3rd.
Dodgers scored 5 runs in the top of the 6th to take the lead and seemingly all the momentum. They've given some right back. Both walks from Michael Grove have come around to score. So it's now 7-6. The tying run on 3rd. Go ahead run on 1st. Fly ball center field off the bat of Scott. Kiermaier back, leaps on the track and holds it in.
He did it with his bat. We know he can do it with his glove, and he does it right there.
Well hit deep right. The power of De La Cruz. 4 extra base hits. He just crushed his 2nd homer of the game. What a souvenir. Reds get one back in a big way. His 3rd career multi-home run game.
Here's the guy that brings more oohs and ahs than any of them. Shohei Ohtani. 3-1.
Shohei Ohtani, first Dodger home run.
Okay, you can sign it. It's a signature. Worth the wait, and it got out in the blink of an eye.
And that'll bring up Rizzo, sitting on 299 career home runs. High fly ball, deep right center. That ball is gone. See ya. Home run number 300 for Anthony Rizzo. A 2-run shot, and the Yankees lead 15-5. 161st player in big league history to hit that number 300.
Respect buat pejuang pantang tumbang. Saat masuk angin menyerang, lawan dengan warisan nenek moyang.
6th inning for both sides. It all started with the bat of Betts. Another home run for Mookie into the Dodger bullpen. Got the Dodgers to within 1. By the time the top of the 6th ended, they led by 3. The Cardinals got 2 back at the bottom of the 6th, and it could have been more if not for the play of Kevin Kiermaier in center field. So Mookie back to the dish to lead off the 7th. What's now a 1-run game. Matthew Liberatore still pitching for St. Louis, and the lefty pours in strike 1. All total in the 6th inning, 16 batters, 10 base runners, and 7 runs between the Dodgers and Cardinals. He swings through strike 2. So Ryan Fernandez earlier in the St. Louis pen. He's up again. The 1-2 pitch. Well high. Mookie coming off the injured list here in the month of August. You think back to last August. And Mookie was just a man on fire. This one's high in the air left field. Shouldn't be any problem for Pham. That's the first out. But Freddie Freeman tonight, it's a big marker for him, his 2000th career major league game. Well, it was last year here at Busch Stadium where he reached another milestone in grand style, a grand slam home run for his 300th career home run.
All smiles, including Freddie, who always has a smile on his face, but that was one of the biggest.
Singled his first time up this evening, struck out in the 3rd. And lined out to center in the 6th on a ball that was well struck. Tries to ambush the first pitch heater from Liberatore. It's strike 1. Two. After the top of the 6th, you're looking at the scoreboard and you're like, well, you know what? For all Justin Robleski's struggles, he's now in line for the win. His first major league win, but he's been in line a couple of times already in his young career, a few times in fact, and each time Oral, the bullpen was not able to hang on.
Yeah, he's left 3 games with the lead. Had a chance to get a W, has not. You know what? His performances have all shown potential. Some have been very good, and a couple have been rough. But the last 3 coming into this one have been much better than the first couple. And today, again, was a lot of potential. There was just keep the ball in the yard. And really, if Goldschmidt's ball's not blown out to right field, he really has a very nice outing as far as statistically.
Now Freddie Freeman with 2 strikes pulls one into right field for a 1-out single.
It's nice to see Freddie hit a left-hander. Over the course of his career, he has dominated lefties. One of the best left-on-left hitters in all the big leagues over the course of his career. This year down just below 250 against lefties, but this hit right here give him a little confidence and production.
2 singles tonight, his 3rd multi-hit game, the last 4 for Freddie. Passes the baton to Teoscar Hernandez. Teo got a good fastball to hit, fouled it back, strike 1.
Well, this Dodger offense has put up 7 runs without Teoscar's help, without Ohtani's help. Usually those 2 are the 2 that really carry this club. Ohtani and Teoscar, when Mookie and Freddie aren't getting it done, those 2 are the 2 that get it done. But tonight, everybody's got a hit but these 2.
Well, you know, both of them can be streaky, more so Teo in his career. And right now things suddenly taking a cooler turn for Teoscar since arriving in Milwaukee. 2 for his last 19. Stays alive with the foul ball. That's on the heels of the first 9 games of the month of August, in which he hit .432, 16 hits, 10 for extra bases.
We talked about Freddie Freeman struggling against lefties as far as his career path this year. Teoscar versus left-handers is second in the National League in slugging percentage, and that is just over .600. So good situation for the Dodgers, even with an 0-2 count.
1 on, 1 out in the 7th. The Dodgers lead 7-6. Teo strikes out.
It's quite a curveball in the outside corner. That has just dropped out of the sky. That was like Clayton Kershaw-esque.
Eighth strikeout tonight for the Dodger lineup. Gavin Lux has one of those Ks, but has 2 hits and 2 runs scored.
Gavin get a chance to face a lefty right here. The other night in Milwaukee, Miguel Rojas hit for him in a key situation and got a hit.
Good bottom of the order. The heavy lifting done tonight, 5 through 9. With 8 hits, this is rolled to the right side. And it gets Liberator out of the 7th inning after the 1-out single for Freddie. We stretch in St. Louis.
Well hit deep right. The power of De La Cruz. 4 extra base hits. He just crushed his 2nd homer of the game. What a souvenir. Reds get one back in a big way. His 3rd career multi-home run game.
2-2. And a high towering fly ball left center. That's pretty well hit. Ramos to the track and wall. That ball is gone. A 2-run homer for Goldschmidt. Number 350 in his career.
This is a guy that has an idea of what he's looking for. That's number 10 on this season for Goldie, and as you mentioned, number 350 in the career of Paul Goldschmidt.
2-2. And Farmer hits a line drive sailing away from Mullins.
Oh! An impossible catch. Oh my goodness. Tip your cap, Cole Irvin. Tip your cap, everybody. Cedric Mullins insane in center.
Cedric Mullins flying through the air like Superman. Just robbed Kyle Farmer.
Muncy sends a fly ball to deep center field. Harris is back. He's out of room. It's gone. 1. It's one in the air, deep right center field, and leaving the yard.
That's on Tuesday, and get an exclusive Teoscar Hernandez bobblehead presented by Inaba. For tickets, visit Dodgers.com/promotions. This road trip ends on Sunday here in St. Louis. A day game. Dodgers will fly home, and then they'll start a series at home on Monday.
Just thinking out loud.
Well, I was just hoping that, because I'm off on Monday, that they're playing. So I've slipped up once before with that.
Evan Phillips enters the game out of the pen. Dodgers trying to hold on to this lead in game 1 against the Cardinals. It's 7-6. Dodgers took a 2-0 lead. The Cardinals tied it at 2. Then took a 4-2 lead. The Dodgers scored 5. It's up 7-4. The Cardinals right back with a pair. And going with the wind in St. Louis tonight.
You're sure right about that. This is a nice little portion of the lineup for Evan Phillips to face, because it's 3 righties. And even though he hasn't been the typical dominant self, overall he's had an outstanding year. But he has dominated right-handers. They have only hit a couple of points over 200 all year off of him.
The 1-2 pitch to win. Just off the end of the bat, foul. Now the back end of the bullpen, the trust tree, as it's often described, as Dave Roberts talks about it, bullpen trust tree. Another foul ball for Wynn, stays 1-2. And for a long time, a consistent time, Evan Phillips was at the top of that tree, and then some midseason struggles this year and had to reset and build back up. He's looked much better of late. And right now I think the head of the snake is probably Michael Kopech, as Phillips gets Wynn to strike out for the first of the 7th.
Fastball away, and that's been the pitch that started to bring him back to the dominant self, because he was getting a little bit more predictable with the breaking ball and then the fastball up and into righties. But now being able to lace that outside corner to righties, that has really helped.
The DH Wilson Contreras drives the first pitch to center. Kiermaier comes in to make the catch. 2 down. David Vassay downstairs.
Hey guys, Tommy Pham coming to the plate. He was part of the 3-team trade that involved the Cardinals, the White Sox, and the Dodgers. Tommy Edman is still not played a game. Will be activated on Tuesday.
Really exciting news, DB. Thanks for reminding fans of those 2 returns, which are going to give the lineup so much more length and give the Dodgers even more chess pieces to move around the board. And Tommy Pham was definitely someone that the Dodgers were interested in ahead of the deadline. Ultimately, the White Sox decided to take 3 of their big trade pieces: Eric Fedde, the right-handed starter, Tommy Pham, and Michael Kopech, and put them into one trade. First-year GM Chris Getz linking up with the Dodger front office and the Cardinal front office to strike a deal. 2 balls and a strike on Pham. Phillips pulls a fastball. It's now 3-1. For Pham, he's had to do a lot of moving. I mean, there's been a lot of teams interested in his services. I mean, just consider since 2021, that's 4 seasons now. This is his 7th team. San Diego, Cincinnati, Boston, Mets, Diamondbacks, the White Sox, and a return to St. Louis. Works a 2-out walk.
Well, we've seen in the past in this game what walks will do. 390 feet or an extra out in the big leagues is painful.
Yeah, the Dodgers have now walked 5 of the previous 4 to Pham. 3 came around to score.
Nolan Arenado hit a bullet right at Lux, a line drive out. He's seeing the ball well. Cardinal team is not only playing for their playoff life, but there's some veterans like Arenado that are playing for their pride.
There's a strike for Phillips. Cardinals entered today 4 games back of the 3rd and final wild card spot. Nine back of the Brewers in the Central. 0-2. As Arenado fouls back a sweeper.
The dog days of August get shortened because so many teams can make the playoffs now. So the games have so much more value earlier, as the playoff picture is more wide open.
The 0-2 punch to the right side. Lux will drift over. And that's the last out of the 7th inning. So Phillips strands a 2-out walk, keeps the Dodgers in head.
The Phillies than anybody else. That one's out to left. That's pretty well hit. Hernandez is going back on the run out to the scoreboard, and it is gone. Swinging a hot shot out toward right center field. That's got a chance. It is gone. Out to center field. That one's well hit. Going back as Pages. It is gone. He's hit one to left. He's hit one to right. And now he hits one to center field.
介護の転職ならレバベル介護。まずはサイトへアクセス。And Lawrence Butler sends one out towards center field, and it's going to get in the bullpen. Lawrence Butler with another homer. And Lawrence Butler to left field and tracking back at the wall, jumping, it's gone. That has been their calling card. Is he going to make it 3? Lawrence Butler, second deck. He has announced himself with authority today.
Raffy, 18 home runs for the year, leading the club at 51 runs batted in. And a liner into right field. That's down for a base hit. Here comes Hamilton rounding. Judge firing to the plate. The dive. He is safe at home. And the Red Sox have tied it on the 1,000th hit of Raffy Devers' career. Wouldn't you know it would come against Garrett Cole and producing a run.
You knew it was just set yesterday, the way the game went on.
Is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Mini Chimmy Bang Bangs? Yes, Mini Chimmy Bang Bangs at Jack in the Box. Dodgers 7, Cardinals 6. We're into the 8th inning. Will Smith starting against a new pitcher for St. Louis. The Dodgers record went up after 7. The 12th of July, 43-1, second best in baseball. Since then, it's been tougher and more stressful sledding for Dave Roberts and company.
Cardinals turn to their rookie reliever that is having a good year.
Soft liner to Arenado. 1 out.
But the Dodger pen has struggled, and those are painful losses when you're ahead after the 7th and can't get it done. They need to turn the tide on that very quickly to start padding their lead and maintaining their lead in the National League West.
Yo, Rojas has a pair of hits tonight. His last one, an RBI single in that 5-run 6th. There's Joe Kelly in the Dodger bullpen, the former Cardinal, getting ready. Rojas drives it to right field, pushes Walker back. But there's out number 2. Since June 28th, the Dodgers record 500, 20-20 with 11 blown lead losses. Kevin Kiermaier has done everything possible. Helped them win a game tonight. Ball went outside.
Since coming over to the Dodgers, his swing looks more connected. I think it might be a little bit of the hand position in relation to his hip turn, but it looks a little tighter of a swing. The tighter swing is a faster swing and a more accurate swing. He just doesn't look like he has the same length of the swing, and it's not feeling for the ball. The bat is popping at the ball.
Bat has popped 6 hits his last 13 ABs.
You know, the swing just looks quicker, it looks shorter to the ball, and after the contact area, it looks better extension.
Base is empty, 2 out in the 8th. The 2-1 to Kiermaier. So he's through strike 2. Into the earlier discussion that we had about him feeling fresher now playing on grass, away from Toronto and the turf, Tampa and the turf. Wonder if it's helped him connect more with his lower half with his swing at the plate. Ooh, called strike 3 and a fastball away. So the zone continues to move. The scoreboard is not. Still 7-6.
One life meets others, and those encounters lead to a new world. Someone out there is waiting for you.
Well hit deep right. The power of De La Cruz. 4 extra base hits. He just crushed his second homer of the game. What a souvenir. Reds get one back in a big way. His 3rd career multi-home run game.
The pitch. A little slow roller. Chapman. Barehand. Got it! What a play! Oh, look at him. Chapman. A walk-off defensive play by Chapman. That is, of all the great plays he's made, that might be the greatest. That's as good a play to end a game as you could ever have.
Access Sportsnet Dodgers. John Hartung, Jerry Harrison Jr., Adrian Gonzalez with highlights, post-game sound from St. Louis. Plenty to break down. 13 total runs. The Dodgers on the right side right now. It's 7-6. Joe Kelly will take the mound for the bottom of the 8th. He'll face Goldschmidt, Donovan, and Walker. Joe Kelly, former draft pick of the Cardinals, 3rd round pick out of UC Riverside back in 2009. 99 ball 1 to Goldschmidt. Helped the Cardinals win their most recent pennant in 2013. Goldschmidt with a liner right back to Kelly, off of Kelly. He thought he had it, has to pick it up and field it, and he still makes the play.
Very nice reaction. It's one of those balls back at you. They're not hit as hard as you think they are, so that fools him a little bit. Jam Goldschmidt. Once Kelly finds it, he's got to be quick and accurate, and he was. Full swing jam shot.
Got the all-important first out, especially Goldschmidt, given how much he's hurt the Dodgers in his career. Brendan Donovan hurt him in their last time up. They'd add one more before that 6th inning finished.
That hit was off Anthony Banda. Left on left situation where he hit